Stop! She didn't do it. She didn't do it. But I know who did. I know who killed George Hardy. Mrs. Harbottle.
No.
It turns out I was the fool, but maybe not anymore. From the moment Rebecca Hampstead arrived in Denbrook, she was the prime suspect. She had the strongest motive. Plus, she lied. She was at George's farm on the night of the murder. Exactly what the killer was counting on. A killer we never considered, because they weren't even a suspect. The only person named in George's will who had an alibi. A perfect alibi. A not even in the country alibi.
You don't mean...
Yes. Peter Van Vuren
of South Africa.
Rebecca, you said George sent you a copy of his will, but I'm betting he also sent one to your brother, who did some digging and found out what George was really worth and decided he was going to get that 30 million even if he had to kill for it. But he had one massive problem.
Motive?
I wanted to say that.
Well, you just made it seem like I was the murderer.
Motive! If a murder victim leaves you a fortune in his will, then you're the prime suspect. But if he leaves it to your sister and she goes down for the crime...
The money automatically goes to the next of kin.
Would you please? I'm having a moment here.
I'm so sorry.
The next of kin! The only question left is where is he hiding? Who am I looking for? Someone hiding in plain sight? Someone who changed his name? For example, Chastity Cramps became Rebecca Hampstead.
And Peter Van Vuren.
And Peter Van Vuren became Elliot Matthews. No!
George's ghost.
I never guess.
Tim, you're embarrassing yourself. I don't live in South Africa. I live in this country and I work for a newspaper.
I know. I assume you've been living in this country for some time now as Elliot Matthews, putting on an accent. George told you Rebecca was coming to visit, didn't he? A perfect opportunity for you to frame her. All you needed was some reason to come to Denbrook, like a cultural festival. Your plan was simple. First, make a big show of leaving Denbrook. Then, some convenient car trouble brought you back. Later that night, after Rebecca left, you did what you came to do. You poisoned your father and planted the new will. But your father was stronger than you expected. There was a struggle. But you won out in the end. All that was left to do was make sure your sister took the fall. You were clever. The day Mrs. Harbottle read the will, you knew she'd kick you out.
Mr. Van Vuren, this is Lydia Harbottle. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very good connection. Thank you.
As for the Uberries, planting those in Rebecca's room was a cinch. Small town inn, easy to pick locks. It was nearly perfect, Elliot, but what you didn't know and what I didn't understand until now is that you left behind a clue.
George's hands.
George's hands. One was blue, one was green. The blue made sense, the stuff that made him rich. But green, why green? And then some friends who are very good detectives made me think. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow mixed together make green, like the green stain I saw on George's hand, like the green stain I saw on a blue pillowcase at the inn that you slept on the night you murdered George. Both of George's hands were stained blue that night from the medication, but then he grabbed someone's hair. Someone who used the kind of quick, cheap yellow hair dye that runs a little in the rain, turning George's hand green. Someone who hastily went blonde before coming to Denbrook because he didn't want anyone to think, even for a second, that he looked too much like his sister or his father. Isn't that right, Peter?
Yes.
No. No, it's nuts and completely unprovable.
Then you won't mind if I take this.
Not at all. I must admit, I am not a natural blonde. Though I suppose I must also confess that I bleach my teeth and wax my chest.
I bet he's a vegetarian.
So if you have the gall to charge me with murder because there's dye in my hair, you won't be taking me to court. I will be taking you.
You misunderstand. It's not the dye in your hair I want, it's the DNA. If you are George Hardy's son, then you are Peter Van Vuren, and you are the real killer.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Bravo, Tim.
Lily!
Ronnie, Betty, you came!
Yes! Why?
Hey! Stop! Stop!
Because there's a legitimate cause for bashing.
Thank you. Finally! Justice?
No, just us.
Yeah!
He had millions! Do you hear? Millions! From his son. Those millions should have been mine.